Oakland Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, we go, son. We got 25 to match. Hey, watch the leg. Go, 80. Watch it. Land 80.
A first down throw, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Bell. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Yo, son. We got 25 to match. It's our time. It's our time. Go, 80. 25 to match. Hey, Alpha. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Jacobs was really good week 9 in the win over Detroit. 28 carries, 120 yards, 2 scores as well. And the Raiders are 8 games into their season, but Jacobs has actually already broken Marcus Allen's franchise rookie rushing record. He's at 740 for the year, and that puts him on pace for nearly 1,500 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now, 180. Run, Raider,
To throw his car. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Carr. It's caught. Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Now, 185.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch a slap, watch a slap. Watch a slap, 61. Match box, right.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. At 25 to Mike. We're going.
Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Darnold from the gun. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check 99.
They'll run it with Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got 25 to Red 80. Nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Red 80. Hey, Delta. At 25 to Mike.
From the 41, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
We got 25 to Mike. Rabbit.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check. Crunch. What's that?
On the counter, here's Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
What now?
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On first down, it's Jacobs. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Throwing on first down is Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Demaryius Thomas, what a catch there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here we go. Watch the Central West. He's checking. Crack.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Carr, that's complete to his tight end Waller, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. Carr now to throw, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4, Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Carr completes it. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. No. Off.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. This complete to Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Down. 734. Back. 6-6. Pull it high. 37. Check 37.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trevor Davis, 48 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Bell. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This is Bell. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We got 25 to red 80.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's get it.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At the 37-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Push him back. 32 right feet. Switch. Topper. 13. Check 13.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
At the 50-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go Jets sweep here with Williams. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. From the end zone, here's Darnold. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Yo, 80. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Caught by Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Carr going to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Trevor Davis. He scored on the ground and and through the air. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.